A lot of them, yes. There are a lot of inequalities. What is an inequality?
Something that's not non-equal.
Not equal. That's exactly right, though. And so, what do we usually reference when we're talking about inequalities in math? I see this. That's right. Less than, greater than, less than, or equal to.
And all the other ones.
What's the difference in the first two and the last two?
Oh, they
They're
possibly.
so that can be, the last two can be the number
less
or
than.
like
The other ones can't be equal.
They're what we call inclusive, meaning they include the number that's written. So less than or equal to 2 would be 2 or less, right? These are what we call exclusive, which means it does not include that number. So x is less than 2 does not include 2. But x is, come on, less than or equal to 2 includes 2. So if I'm on a number line, here's my number line. I'm going to do one for each one here. How do I show the difference in inclusive and exclusive?
Yeah.
The dot.
The dot, that's right. The dot filled in or not? You fill it in or you don't. So this one, do I fill in or not? No. This one, do I fill in or not? Yes. And so less than goes to the left. Both of these inequalities would go to the left. Remember, chapter 1's all review, so if I go too fast, let me know because I'm just kind of breezing through it. But if it's something you don't remember and I need to spend a little bit more time on it, I don't mind. Just stop me. All right. Is everybody okay on graphing inequalities? One number, x is less than this, or x is greater than this, less than or equal to greater than. Okay. All right. Then let's move along to solving. We're going to be solving and graphing inequalities. So tell me, what is the difference in solving an inequality versus solving an equation? There's no equal sign, but there's no difference in the steps that you take, with the exception of one. What is that exception? That's exactly right. Rules for solving inequalities. I should have probably made this a separate slide, but it's okay. Same as equations, except, and if you don't need this, you don't have to write it. A lot of us I know already know this. Come on. Except when you multiply or divide by a negative, flip that sign. Sorry, I don't usually write quite this much for you to copy, but I'll give you a second to catch up. Looking at this inequality, how do I know the order in which to solve? Close. The reverse of PEMDAS map. That's right. SAD-map. I always say SAD-map. I know I'm saying instead of but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what do I do to get x by itself?
Add 6.
Add 6 to both sides. Treat it just like an equal sign. Keep going. X is less than 9. How might I graph that? Open. Yep. Now, if you like beautiful number lines and you want to go in and you want to put all the numbers on your number line, knock yourself out. I don't. Again, I don't like that much work. I don't like unnecessary work. I like math work, but I don't like unnecessary math work. So that's easy, yes? Let's kick it up a notch. That's too easy for us. Let's solve and graph. Solve and, I feel like I'm doing like an 80s workout video. Solve and graph. Everybody now, solve and graph. Okay, so what do I do first? Divide by negative 4.2. What happens here?
Flip that sign.
Flip that sign. Good job. Negative. I can't do that one in my head. 29.4.
Any student with the last name beginning with S, please report to the lecture hall at this time for deployment.
Where are they going, I think?
Divided by 4.2. 7. Nice. All right, we got to remember. Flip that sign. And then, of course, I need to graph. 7. It's just 7. It doesn't look like it, but it is. To the right. To the right. You were close, just completely wrong. No, I'm just kidding. It goes, yes. It's greater than, it flips because we divided by a negative. Because we didn't divide or multiply by a negative. Only when you multiply or divide by a negative. Now if I divided by positive 4.2, I wouldn't have flipped it. Let's do another. I told y'all this would be easy today.
Is this where our homework lies?
Yes. It's basically solving equations with inequality signs. I like this one. First problem I see is what?
Fraction.
Fraction. What else do you notice about this that's different? There's 2 x's. There's an x on both sides. So I know at some point I've got to get them on the same side. Right now is probably not a good time to do that, right? Because it's in the numerator of a fraction. What should I probably do first? I would get rid of that 5 first. I'd multiply both sides by 5. That way my fraction is gone. I have negative 15x is less than negative 4x. What is that? That is not a 4x. Negative 4x plus 22. 2 x's, can I get them together now? Sure I can. What should I do? Plus 4x. Negative 15 plus 4 gives me negative 11. This is easy now. Oh, what should I do? Flip that sign when you divide by a negative. Am I moving too fast, y'all? Okay. I'm going to flip because that was negative x greater than or equal to negative 2. On a number line. Open or closed? I'm thinking I should go ahead and show y'all interval notation. We'll wait. Number lines in this notation is so elementary. Y'all need another example, you think? Are you good? That's it. That's as hard. I mean, you might encounter some fractions and decimals and things, but we're solving and graphing today.